Brooklyn Daddy in the house. What is up for a Tuesday? What are we talking about today? Pro tips and pro decks from the pros. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about Hum's family today. Bonjour, Hum's family. And specifically the top 3 in our clan who I've noticed are using the exact same deck, the 3 of them, and it seems to be working for them. They're solidly in the 4,000. You can see Absolite 96 at 4524. Which is pretty impressive to me. So this is the deck that the top 3 are using. Pardon me while I take a sip of some delicious coffee. So this is an interesting deck, and I'm going to highlight a replay from Akeen. I guess I can say, Akeen, you're the founder of Hum's family. Yes, oui, c'est vrai. But this is an interesting deck, and I guess it's a little zap baity. There's no mirror, which I would kind of expect a little bit with a deck like this. But I've never used this deck. I haven't really given an in-depth look to Akeen's replay, so I'm gonna take that replay out for a spin and walk you through it and try to shed some light. And it's gonna be kind of new to me too. Oh, the log level 3. That's pretty dope. So yeah, let's get into it. But yeah, these top 3, as you can see, same exact deck. Although here we have a level 3 princess. This is Akeen, whose replay we're going to be looking at and going into in detail. And just a little mention, I'm almost back to Legendary, 37-33. I finally got Mr. Knight up to level 12. Pretty happy about that. The one thing that I find is really hard about this deck is when I go up against level 11s with that level 8 Furnace, it just ain't enough. I mean, you know, those Fire Spirits help on defense and if they have other troops in front of them, but when you're up against a level 10, or, you know, if you have a Furnace that's appropriately leveled, so if it's ignored, those Fire Spirits, you know, one of them jumps onto the tower, oh, that chip damage is just crucial. So I'm hoping today I'm back in Legendary, and I just want to stay in Legendary. I'm so sick of Hog Mountain. Okay, so let's get into the replay. Akeen posts, why the hell am I getting used to encountering those kind of deck levels? Frustrating, because he's a level 11 and he's always up against level 12s. Because he's so darn good. So let's watch it. Up against Friday Pond. Ty Brave, smiley face. So I want to see what Akeen does here to give him a little edge over level 12, because that ain't easy. So for starters,
let's go.
Akeen gets right into it. He does not waste elixir. Very good. Heeding my don't waste elixir kitties warning. Get a nice little goblin gang going there, and the log takes care of all of that. High value log from Friday Pond. In comes the goblin barrel and accompanying minion horde and a fireball to take that out. Pretty nicely countered. But did some damage, and in comes a hog poosh. Inferno tower to shut that down. Musketeer getting some shots in, and there she goes doing some work on the tower. So Friday Pond, a bit of an edge. Akeen dropping another princess, even though he knows she's highly loggable. Knight takes care of her. Goblin gang, as a response to the Knight, those little spear gobbies shut him down, and this is a nice little push. Value log, wipe shit away. But look at that, now Akeen's got the edge. And I think that's one of the keys. I mean, this is, I know, painfully obvious, but I'm just kind of talking it through. With this kind of deck, the kind of deck that Akeen is using, well, the top 3 members of the clan are using, it's all about those little annoying chip damage pushes that, yeah, you counter it, but picks up 100 here, 100 there. Next thing you know, your tower's at 1906. Still tight. Anybody's game. Friday Pond thinking about dropping a Knight. Yes, indeed. And here we go. Into double elixir time. Ah, that was a nice little push. There we go. Solid, solid. You got the miner, minion horde, princess, all doing some quality work. That left tower is ailing. Friday Pawn dropping a fireball, but not enough. Another minion horde. Does Pawn get the cannon up? No. Ooh, brutal. That's nice. That's a nice split push. That's a good technique. Really forcing your opponent to kind of panic. What do I defend? And dropping a poison. That's going to just about do it for that left tower. And there goes Jace in the background. Yeah, and that Inferno tower is so good on defense. All the king needs is a log. For the win. Nice. Okay, excellent. Now that looks like a fun deck. I might take that deck out for a spin. But I say that. But you know what happened last time I tried monkeying around with my decks? I went from 3,900 to around 3,400. That hurts, dropping 500 trophies. So let's just go into this just a little bit. Let's pull up a Keens. So as you could see, you know, it's all about these little combo pushes. Goblin Gang, it seems like mostly on defense. Obviously, your defensive hero here is that Inferno Tower, just shutting things down. But what is it? Every time I'm doing a video, Jace, I really treat my cats well. I'm not abusing my cats. Yeah, I mean, it's all about these little combo pushes. You know, you got the miner and the goblin barrel. You could see at the end what really did it on that left tower was that triple threat of the minion horde, miner, and the princess, right? Did he have and he had a goblin barrel then on the right to pull some focus away from the defense. I'd love to try this out, but my goblin gang is pretty underleveled. My goblin gang is at 7, so what I think I'm probably going to do is stick with this current deck that I'm using. Now, I am going to mention another clan member, Swag Money Chicken. What up, Swag? Killing it at 4,000. Now, he had a major trophy drop, and now he's back. Well played, Swag Money. And he's back to a deck that he had been using that I then adopted and liked quite a lot. And then I kind of got sick of it, especially because I feel like people are getting better and better at countering the Elite Barbarians. But it definitely can be a beatdown deck, as you can see here. But yeah, I would consider trying this deck. Akeen, I welcome you to, of course, like the video because you're featured in it. But give us a comment, share some insights as somebody who's used this deck for a while that I didn't really elucidate y'all with. And before we go, I think, one thing I should mention, not that anybody cares about this, and I know this channel is not about shuffleboard, but I am on a shuffleboard team, and we had a big win last night against the Psychotic Shufflers. So, also got to give a shout out to ETHEL Again, which I'm hoping we can change our name to ETHEL Again. We won last night, yeah, shuffleboard. Shuffleboard's fun. Play it. Try it. So I think to polish things off for a Tuesday, after all this jib-jabbering, I'm going to do a live battle. Let's see what we can do. Up against a level 11. So I'm going to have to be on point, as they say. Give a little thummies up. Drop my fave. And let's just punish that whiz a little bit, and then just slap him back into the poison. No, you can't leave the poison yet. Little gratuitous. A little gratuitous on the log. I don't know. And we got Skellies to lure away. There we go. See that? lure away the Valk and the Knight to take care of her, but that was a solid push. Solid push by Phrase21. Okay. I'm not... There's Jace. Did his tail get on the shot? I'm going to... I could have banked up the Knight. He's going to get a couple slaps in there with his sword. I think let's get a Furnace going. And, regroup. Time to regroup a little bit. At the last minute, I decided... Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a bump. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, that's a bummer that Wiz didn't bite it. There we go. Distract that P.E.K.K.A. Let my E-Wiz get some more... Ah, sweet. Okay, now, do we have enough for Graveyard? Let's do it. Let's do it. And let's hope... Ah, see? Well placed. Well, I say that, but maybe that wasn't the best placement for that Valk, because my little skellies are doing some good work. There we go. Thanks, skeletons. Thank you, little skellies. Drop an E-Wiz on Mr. Hog. Alright, shut it down. Now we're 1,000 ahead. I'm liking this. Couldn't get Mr. P.E.K.K.A. back into the poison zone. And let's do Knight. There we go. A little mini kiting. Pull him back. Pull him back. Pull him back and let's go for it. Let's go for the kill, peeps. Up against Phrase21, Ontario. All right. Feels good. One step closer to Legendary. Now just got to defend for 19 seconds. Shouldn't be tough. Let's get Mr. E-Wiz going here. Drop a poison. Drop some archers. Everything to keep Mr. P.E.K.K.A. distracted, moving in the wrong direction. Ms. P.E.K.K.A., I should say. She's a female, and that's it. Nothing Phrase21 can do. For the win. Just as things are getting a little bit laggy. But that's okay, because it's over. And I won. Why does it get like that? So majestic. So majestic, that music. So, what are we at as my computer's about to explode here? 3763. We need 1 1/3 wins. Can you get a third of a win? That's it for a Tuesday. I welcome you. Akeen, anybody in the top 3 of my clan. Absolite. Akeen, DMCZ, Swag Money. Throw up a like. Drop some comments. Elucidate us. Let me know what I missed. And for everybody else, like, subscribe, Brooklyn Daddy.